Hello everyone. Today in this video we will be discussing about environment and ecology questions asked by UPSC in Prelims 2024. लगभग 17 क्वेश्चंस पूछे इस बार यूपीएससी ने एनवायरमेंट से। उन क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स, उनके सोर्सेस और उनकी डिफिकल्टी लेवल हम इस वीडियो में डिस्कस करेंगे। लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. First question is, one of the following regions has the world's largest tropical peatland, which holds about 3 years worth of global carbon emissions from fossil fuels, and the possible destruction of which can exert detrimental effect on the global climate. Which one of the following denotes that region? So in Down to Earth magazine in 2022, there was one article in which it is clearly mentioned that it is the Congo basin that has world's largest tropical peatland discovered in 2017, and that's why answer of this question is B, Congo basin. UPSC has deliberately given Amazon basin in option A, and it was a trap. So answer of this question is B, Congo basin. Next question, with reference to perfluoroalkyl and polyfluoroalkyl substances, that is PFAS, that are used in making many consumer products, consider the following statements. So PFAS are the synthetic chemicals that are used in many consumer items that we use. In the Hindu, in April 2024, there was one article about these PFAS, but this article was published in Chennai edition. It was not there in Delhi edition. And in this article, it is clearly mentioned that they are used in various kinds of consumer goods like non-stick cookware, upholstery, food processing, water, food packaging, water, and stain-resistant coating, industrial materials, etc. And that's why first statement is correct. Second statement is also correct, which says that PFAS are not easily degraded in environment. So this article in the heading itself mentions that they are forever chemicals, and that's why they are not easily degraded. So second statement is also correct. Third, persistent exposure to PFAS can lead to bioaccumulation in animal bodies. So this is also mentioned in this particular article that they persist in the environment and could lead to adverse health effects such as liver damage, low infant birth weights, hormonal imbalance, fertility issues, immune system effect, etc., and even cancer, etc. And that's why third statement is also correct statement. So all three statements are correct, and that's why answer of this question is D. Next question. Next question is, consider the following. So there are some examples of species, and we are supposed to identify how many of these are parasitoids. So flies and wasps are parasitoids for sure. Centipedes and termites are not parasitoids. And in one article in University of Maryland Extension's website, it is mentioned that the beetles, few species of beetles, twisted winged insect, moths, and other insects can also be identified as parasitoids. So carabaid beetles can also be considered as parasitoids, and that's why we'll go with answer B, only three. It is carbide beetles, flies, and wasps, which can be considered as parasitoids. So similar kind of article was there in the Hindu in March 2024, where new species of parasitoid wasps was discovered in Western Ghat. But again, this particular article was there in Mysuru edition of the Hindu, not in the Delhi edition. So answer of this question is B, only three. Next question is, consider the following plants and how many of these are belonging to pea family. So this was one of the moderate questions that you can consider. Other three questions were on the difficult side, but this question is moderate question. So groundnut, horse gram, soybean, all are belonging to pea family, and that's why answer of this question is C, all three. It is mentioned in the Britannica website, and you can easily find out the names of all these three mentioned under pea family. So this question is, you can consider it as a part of nitrogen cycle, because in nitrogen cycle leguminous plants are discussed, and these three are the examples of leguminous plants. So all three are correct in this case, and that's why answer of this question is C. Next question is, consider the following statements. Statement 1, the Indian flying fox is placed under vermin category in the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. So in the Hindu, there was one article in August 2023, but again in Guwahati edition, not in Delhi edition, wherein it is clearly mentioned that this particular fox, that is Indian flying fox, was there in vermins category in Schedule 5 of the Wildlife Protection Act. But when the act was amended, it was removed and put under Schedule 2. So currently it is under Schedule 2, but earlier it was there in the vermin's category, and that's why we will consider this statement 1 as correct statement. Statement 2, the Indian flying fox feeds on the blood of other animals. This statement is incorrect statement because they are not the animals that feed on the blood of other animals, rather they feed on various kinds of fruits and nectar, and that's why second statement is incorrect. Statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is incorrect, and that's why answer of this question is C. Next question is, the organisms cicada, froghopper, and pond skater are which of these categories? So these are insects. So this question is a difficult question, but based on some logical guessing, you can answer this question. So answer of this question is C, insects. So in June 2024, just one day before your exam in Hindustan Times, there was one article about the cicadas. So and in that article, they have also given the picture of cicada. So if it might have been read by some aspirants, then they might be able to address this particular question. But based on logical guessing, also you can address this question. They are insects. So answer of this question is C. Next, consider the following statements. Statement 1, many chewing gums found in the market are considered a source of environmental pollution. So this statement is correct statement because as per this article in EcoWatch, chewing gums have a base of plastic. They have a gum base of plastic, and as a result of that, they are considered as a source of plastic pollution, which is also environmental pollution. So statement 1 is correct. Statement 2, many chewing gums contain plastic as gum base. So this article clearly mentions that yes, they do have plastic as gum base, and that's why second statement is also correct. Now, as plastic gum base is used in this particular in these chewing gums, they lead to plastic pollution, and that's why second statement is a kind of explanation of statement 1, and that's why answer of this question is A. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and statement 2 explains statement 1. Answer is A in this case. Next question is, consider the following pairs. So this is very random question that UPSC has asked, wherein on one hand we have countries and on other we have animals found in these countries. So answer of this question is none, because Indri is found in Madagascar. It is a primate found in Madagascar. Ilk is a kind of deer and it is found in Central Asia and also in parts of America. It is not there in Indonesia. And bonobo is also a primate which is found in Central Africa. It is not there in Madagascar. So all three pairs are incorrectly matched, and that's why answer is none. Random Google search will give you the location of these three animals. Next, consider the following statements regarding World Toilet Organization. So last year when World Toilet Day was celebrated on 19th of November, there was one article in the in Hindustan Times, and in that particular article they have given some information about this World Toilet Organization. So first statement is, it is one of the agencies of the United Nations. This statement is incorrect because it is NGO. It's not the agency of United Nations. Second, World Toilet Summit, World Toilet Day, and World Toilet College are the initiatives of this organization to inspire action to tackle the global sanitation crisis. So this statement is correct statement because in this particular article it is mentioned that these are the initiatives of the World Toilet Organization. So second statement is correct. Third statement is incorrect statement. So if you know that it is NGO or not for profit organization, you can easily incorrect. You can easily make this statement third incorrect because the statement 3 talks about main function of this particular organization, which says that it is giving grants. So if it is NGO, it won't be giving grants. It will be carrying out awareness, advocacy, etc. But it won't be giving grants, and that's why statement 3 is also incorrect statement. Only statement 2 is correct, and that's why answer of this question is A, 2 only. Next question is, consider the following statements. First, lions do not have a particular breeding season. This statement is correct. As per Young People's Trust for the Environment website, mating take place at most of the year, and that's why first statement is correct. There is no particular breeding season. Second, unlike most other big cats, cheetahs do not roar. This statement is also correct. As per the article in Deccan Herald, cheetahs don't roar, they chirp, purr, and meow. So second statement is correct. Third, Unlike male lions, male leopards do not proclaim their territory by scent marking. So this statement is an incorrect statement because as per Cheetah Conservation Fund website, leopards also carry out the practice of urination in order to mark their territory, and this is also scent marking practice. So third statement is incorrect statement, and hence answer is A, 1 and 2 only. Next question. Which one of the following is the correct description of 100 millions farmers? So there was one initiative under World Economic Forum, and that is 100 millions farmer. So this particular platform has three important objectives. First is net zero, second is nature positive, and third is increase farmers resilience. So that is clearly mentioned in the option A, and that's why answer of this question is A. It is a platform for accelerating the transition towards food and water systems that are net zero, net nature positive, and that aims to increase farmer resilience. So answer of this question is A. This question you can solve based on logic because other options are not very close, especially option C you can eliminate because it talks about blockchain. Then option D also is not very relevant with respect to the 100 million farmers, and that's why you can, based on logic, you can solve this particular question. Next, consider the following. So the question is related to distributed energy resources. You must attempt this kind of question. In the Australian Energy Market Commission website, it is mentioned that all these four mentioned by UPSC in this particular question are examples of distributed energy resources, and that's why answer is B, all four. Battery storage, biomass generators, fuel cells, rooftop solar photovoltaic units, all are examples of distributed energy resources. Answer is B, all four. Next question is, which one of the following shows a unique relationship with an insect that has co-evolved with it, and that is the only insect that can pollinate this tree? So there was one article in US Forest Service website, and as per that article, it is the fig tree and fig wart that has this particular relationship, which is a symbiotic relationship, and that's why answer of this question is A, fig. Next question is, consider the following. How many of the following have poisonous species among them? So answer of this question is C, all of these have the poisonous species among them, because as the question is very general, there must be some species of these organisms which will be poisonous, and that's why you should attempt this particular question. Answer of this question is C, all three. This is very similar to the question that UPSC asked last year, that there are some bacteria which will be able to tolerate extreme high temperatures, extreme low temperature, and extreme pH value. So it is based on that line. And these websites like Discover Wildlife, they mention that yes, there are some butterflies which are toxic. Then Britannica mentions that there are some fishes which are poisonous, and also some frogs are there which are poisonous in nature. So answer of this question is all three mentioned in option C. All three is the answer. Next question is, consider the following. So this question is related to the species that are native to India. So this question, answer of this question is A, only one, because it is only red sanders that are native to India, and they are native to Eastern Ghats. So answer of this question is only one, A, red sanders. So papaya, they are native to Mexico. Then cashew is native to northern Brazil. That means tropical America, and that's why answer of this question is C. Answer of this question is A, only one, red sanders. Next. Next question is, according to the Environmental Protection Agency EPA, which one of the following is the largest source of sulfur dioxide emission? So even if you don't know which is the largest source of SO2 as per EPA, you should answer this question, because based on logic you can guess that okay, use of fossil fuels is largest in power plants, and that's why answer of this question should be D, because it is the power plants that are using more fossil fuels, and hence they are leading to emission of more SO2. So answer of this question is D, power plants using fossil fuels. So it is mentioned in EPA's website as well. Next question. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. The European Parliament approved the Net Zero Industry Act recently. So there was one article in ESG today, and as per that article in May 2024, yes, EU adopted Net Zero Industry Act, and that's why first statement is correct statement. Statement 2. The European Union intends to achieve carbon neutrality by 2040 and therefore aims to develop all its own clean technology by that time. So 2040 is incorrect. It is not 2040, it is 2050. So statement 2 is incorrect statement. So only statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is incorrect, and that's why answer of this question is C. So this question also you should mark, because you must be aware that EU has set the target of net zero by 2050. So second statement you are able to eliminate easily, and only one option is there where statement 2 is incorrect, and that's why you should attempt this kind of question. Answer is C. So there were 17 questions that UPSC asked in this particular prelims examination, and most of the questions were in the difficult category. Questions were not easy from environment and ecology. Only 5 to 6 questions you can consider are moderate questions which you should attempt, but based on logic you should attempt at least 10 questions from environment and ecology, because questions like parasitoids, questions like the animal species in different countries like Brazil, etc., those kind of questions you should leave altogether. They should not be attempted because it's very random to mark those questions. So as per me, the questions from environment and ecology were on the difficult side. So that is about our discussion for environment and ecology. Thank you.